The road to WrestleMania 42 is heating up, and for Rhea Ripley, the journey is not just about chasing championship gold. It's also about memories, intensity, and moments that define a career inside WWE. As she prepares for one of the biggest matches of her life against Jade Cargill, Ripley recently opened up about a shocking moment she witnessed inside the ring, a moment that still stands out as one of the most brutal experiences she has seen firsthand. During a recent appearance on the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show, Ripley took fans back to a previous WrestleMania moment, one that involved a high-stakes triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. That match featured Ripley herself, Bianca Belair, and IYO SKY. It was a clash between three of the most talented and physically gifted women in WWE, and expectations were sky-high from the very beginning. The energy in the arena that night was electric. Every competitor brought intensity, determination, and a desire to leave WrestleMania with the championship. But as often happens in WWE, when the stakes are that high and the physicality reaches its peak, things can take a dangerous turn. For Ripley, that turning point came in the middle of the match when something unexpected and painful happened. She recalled the moment in vivid detail. At one point during the match, all three competitors hit the mat after a heavy exchange. It was one of those sequences where the impact is felt not just by the wrestlers, but by everyone watching. As Ripley gathered herself and looked around, she noticed that something was off with Bianca Belair. There was a shift in her expression, a reaction that immediately signaled something had gone wrong. Belair turned toward Ripley and said words that instantly changed the atmosphere inside the ring. She believed she had broken her finger. In that moment, everything slowed down. For most people, a broken finger might sound minor compared to other injuries, but inside a WWE ring, where grip strength, balance, and impact absorption are crucial, it can be incredibly serious. The hand is involved in nearly every move, every strike, every attempt to maintain control. A broken finger doesn't just cause pain, it affects performance in a major way. Ripley's reaction was immediate. She recognized the seriousness of the situation right away. Yet what happened next is what truly defines the toughness and resilience of WWE superstars. Bianca Belair didn't stop. Despite the injury, despite the pain, she continued the match. She pushed through the remaining minutes of one of the biggest matches of her career, refusing to let the moment slip away. That level of determination is something that earns respect not just from fans, but from fellow competitors as well. Ripley herself acknowledged how intense the situation was. They were only halfway through the match when the injury occurred, meaning Belair had to endure the rest of the contest while dealing with a broken finger. Every move, every impact, every second in the ring became more difficult, yet she stayed in the fight until the very end. In the end, it was IYO SKY who retained the Women's World Championship, leaving both Ripley and Belair empty-handed. But the result of the match was only part of the story. What truly stood out was the resilience shown by Belair and the reality of how physically demanding WWE can be at the highest level. That injury had long-term consequences. Even after WrestleMania, Belair's recovery kept her away from full-time competition. While she did make a special appearance later as a guest referee, she has not fully returned to in-ring action since that moment. It serves as a reminder that behind the spectacle and entertainment, WWE is a physically intense sport where injuries are always a possibility. For Ripley, that memory adds another layer to her return to the WrestleMania stage. This time she is not stepping into a triple threat match. Instead, she is walking into a one-on-one showdown against Jade Cargill, a competitor who has quickly established herself as one of the most dominant forces in the women's division. Cargill's strength, presence, and confidence make her a formidable champion, and taking the title from her will not be easy. But Ripley thrives in these situations. Winning the Elimination Chamber to secure her opportunity at WrestleMania 42 was no small feat. It proved once again that she belongs at the very top of the division. Now, with the spotlight on Las Vegas, she has the chance to add another championship to her already impressive resume. There is also an interesting parallel between Ripley's journey and Belair from the previous year. Both women earned their WrestleMania title opportunities by winning the Elimination Chamber. Both stepped into the spotlight with momentum and confidence. And now, Ripley finds herself in a position where she can achieve what Belair could not, walk out of WrestleMania as champion. However, the presence of Jade Cargill changes everything. Cargill is not just another opponent. She represents a new era of dominance, a powerhouse who has already proven that she can control matches and overwhelm her competition. Facing her requires not just strength, but strategy, resilience, and the ability to adapt under pressure. Ripley understands this better than anyone. She has been in high-pressure situations before. She has faced top-tier opponents. She has experienced both victory and defeat on the grandest stages. And perhaps most importantly, she has witnessed firsthand what can happen when things don't go as planned inside the ring. That experience could be the key. Remembering the chaos and unpredictability of her previous WrestleMania match might help her stay focused and prepared for anything. Whether it's an unexpected moment, a sudden shift in momentum, or even an injury scare, Ripley knows that staying composed is essential. As the countdown to WrestleMania 42 continues, the anticipation keeps building. Fans are eager to see whether Rhea Ripley can overcome Jade Cargill and reclaim championship gold. At the same time, stories like the one she shared about Bianca Belair serve as a powerful reminder of what these superstars go through to entertain the world. Every match carries risk. Every moment in the ring requires courage. And every WrestleMania has moments that define careers. For Rhea Ripley, this could be one of those moments. A chance to not only win a championship, but to prove once again why she is one of the most dominant and compelling figures in WWE today. Because when the lights are brightest and the stakes are highest, that's when true superstars rise. And now, all eyes are on Mami as she prepares to step into the ring once again, ready to create another unforgettable chapter in her career.